first time you orgasmed? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well. If today is your first time seeing this face on your screen, hey, my name is Kwachwa and you're most welcome to my YouTube channel. Please do well to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what you want to see. Okay, and to my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate the love and support. Mwah! So I asked you guys on my Instagram story and my Snapchat through YOLO to ask me some first time questions. If you don't follow me on my social media, I'm going to put like my handles either here or down here, so you follow me and participate in polls and question tags and all that. Yeah, so I asked you guys to ask me some first time questions and you guys went all out. I said I was going to be honest, so without talking too much, let's just get straight into the video.
You got me freaking now. You got me freaking for you bad girl. You got me freaking for you bad girl. You got me freaking for you.
First question. When was the first time you got bounced by a guy? Bounced by a guy? Like rejected? I've never been rejected in my life. Like, no one has ever bounced me. No nigga will ever bounce me. Like, have you seen me? I'm joking. But yeah, I've never been bounced by a guy before. Next question. First time you got drunk? The first time I got drunk was in uni. I was in my first year in uni. I was at my mom's apartment and his friends came over, like the other boys from the other apartment came over and they were chilling, like they were vibing and they were drinking and doing their own thing. And I was like, what are you people drinking? They were like, oh, it's vodka. And I was like, I want to try it. And they were like, it's too hard for you, like you're a girl, you can't take that. I'm like, please, I can't. And they didn't know like I had not drunk alcohol before. Like that was actually my first time. So like they gave me one shot and when I took it, it was like really awful. Honestly, alcohol is like really disgusting, by the way. Yeah, so it was really awful, but I wanted to prove hard girl. So I asked for like another shot and then they gave it to me and I asked for another and I kept asking and I literally took the bottle from them and kept drinking till I had like downed half of the bottle. And it got like pretty messy. I was like all over the place, shouting, climbing the wall. I literally wanted to jump to the other side of the apartment because I was just way too wasted. Eventually I got knocked out and I slept. Like I don't remember half of the things I did that night, honestly. But when I woke up the next morning and like the boys narrated what happened and everything I was doing, I literally just took my shoes, took my bag and I left because I was so embarrassed. I didn't even go there for like 2 weeks because I couldn't stand the embarrassment. It was too mad. Yeah, so that was the first time I drank alcohol. I was in uni. Next question. First time you had a boyfriend? The first time I had a boyfriend, I think the first time I had a boyfriend was in 2013, before I went to uni. So I had a boyfriend before I went to uni. I didn't have a boyfriend when I was in SHS. I didn't have a boyfriend when I was in JHS. I had like casual flirtings with dudes, but I never had like a proper boyfriend. Nah. Next question. What's the first thing you check on your phone when you wake up? The first thing I used to check on my phone every time I wake up used to be Twitter. Now that I'm doing YouTube, like when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I check is my YouTube Studio app because I want to know how my videos are doing, if you guys are enjoying my content, if there are like any comments I haven't like replied and all that. Yeah, so the first thing I check when I wake up is my YouTube Studio app and then I go straight to Twitter afterwards because that's like newspaper, right? Like we all go to Twitter for news. Next question. How old were you when you had your first kiss? I was 12. I was 12 years when I had my first kiss. Technically, I had my first kiss twice. The first one, I don't consider it a first kiss because it didn't really happen. I had my first fake kiss in 2010. When I say fake kiss, I mean it wasn't like a proper like kissing with tongue and everything. It was just that kind of. Guy came to my house, we're watching a movie, watching Gossip Girl, and there was a scene where Dan and Serena kissed. This nigga thought that was the right time to like kiss me. I was lying on the floor and he was lying in like the couch, and then he just moved over and then planted a kiss on me. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm trying to kiss you. And I was like, don't you have to go home? I was so freaking uncomfortable because I didn't like him like that. Do you get it? So like for him to like kiss me, it wasn't gonna happen. So I just told him that my mom was gonna come anytime soon, so you should just go home. So I just hugged him and that was it. Yeah, so that was like my first fake kiss. But if like first proper kiss was in 2011 or 2012. I think the proper one happened when I was 14. The fake one happened when I was 12 or 13, 12 going on 13. I think that was after JSS. And the proper one happened when I was in SHS with someone that I liked. Anyways, next question. What's the first thing you learned how to cook? The first thing I learned how to cook was rice. My house, we're like Chinese people. We're constantly eating rice. So the first thing that I actually learned how to cook was rice. What was your first ever cell phone? My first ever cell phone was Rose. I don't know if you guys know Rose, but if I find a picture of it, I'm going to insert it right here or something. It was just like that, like square with a keypad, like it was yum. Yeah, so that was my first ever phone. What was your first alcoholic drink? My first alcoholic drink was vodka. First person you subscribed to on YouTube? I think it was Patricia Bright. She makes like lifestyle beauty content, and I just liked her style and the accent. Like she has a British accent, so it actually caught me. Yeah, so she was the first person I actually subscribed to on YouTube. Next question. Who did you watch first on YouTube? The first person I actually watched on YouTube was Jackie Aina. First celebrity crush. First celebrity crush was Chris Brown. I think I used to have like stickers of Chris Brown everywhere in my house. In school, it was on my notebooks, my exercise books, my textbooks, everywhere. His face was everywhere in my house. It was ridiculous. I used to know every Chris Brown song. I still do anyway, so yeah, he's still my celeb crush. Next question. First time getting heartbroken. Okay, do I even have one? Oh yeah, the first time my heart like got broken was when I fell in front of my crush and he laughed. I'll never forget that thing. That thing has been haunting me since that day. Like I was so hurt he was part of the people laughing, because I didn't see him like that, and we used to be like really cool. So for him to laugh at me when I fell, like it really broke my heart. You know yourself. Yeah, so that was the first time my heart got broken. Next question. When did you first have sex? Hey. The first time I had sex was after SHS. I think I was about to go to uni. If you guys want a story time, make sure you like this video. Let's get this video to like 100 likes and 500 views, and I'll do a story time on my first time having sex. It's an awful story. It's like it was so bad. So if you guys want a story time on my first time, get this video to 100 likes and 500 views, and I'll do a proper story time on my first time having sex. Yeah, but the first time I had sex was after SHS, when I was just about to go to uni. Like I think it was just a month before going to uni. That's when it happened. Next question. Same question again. When did you first have sex? You guys are always interested in the sexual things. You know what to do. Like this video, comment down below if you want a story time, and get this video to 500 views, and I might consider doing the story time. Then you had a boyfriend. My first boyfriend was before I went to uni, like a month before I went to uni. The same person that I lost my virginity to. Yeah, so that was the first time I had a boyfriend before I went to uni. First time eating. First time eating what? Like food? Because I don't understand the question. Next question.
Next question. See ya.
What year did you have your first crush? You guys are really going to think that I was pretty young, but I had my first crush when I was 10 years. Was that 10? I think I was 9 or 10. I'm not even sure. And I don't even know if that's considered a crush, because I just liked how the person was. Okay, like he was the male version of me. Just, you know what? It was a crush. So yeah, I had my first crush when I was 10 years. I know I was really, really young. The thing is, I was a fast kid, right? I was the kid that was always watching movies, reading books. Like I used to read explicit books at age 10. So I used to know like lots of things. So yeah, I had my first crush when I was 10. That's what happens when you're a fast growing kid and when you're always left alone. So yeah, I had my first crush when I was 10 years. Next question. First time you orgasmed. Next question.
Next question. See ya.
First time I orgasmed was my second year. I think I was in second year in uni. If you guys want a story time, you know what to do. Get this video to 100 likes and 500 views, and I might consider doing a story time on my first orgasm and who gave me my first orgasm. Yeah, but my first orgasm was in second year in uni. Yeah, it was like really good, like really good. Next question: how was your first blowjob like? I don't even remember how my first blowjob was like, but I quite remember before my first time having sex, right? I used to hate sex so much. Like, even though I used to read books, like explicit books and books about romance and all the touching and all that, I used to hate sex so much. And I remember the first time I had like dick in my mouth. It was like so weird for me. I kept taking it out and wondering, why would I put this in my mouth? Why does this thing go into the mouth? Like, why is it in my mouth? So yeah, the first time I had, like, my first experience with blowjob was after SHS, like with my first boyfriend, and it wasn't that bad. It was just weird, like, because why is the dick going into the mouth though? But right now,
it's a natural.
anyways, yeah. So my first time giving someone a blowjob was before I went to uni after SHS with my first boyfriend, and it wasn't a bad experience. It wasn't that bad, okay? Like, it just felt weird having that thing in your mouth, and this nigga was forcing me to fucking swallow. Like, it was my first time. How do you expect me to swallow cum that tastes like onions and vegetables and asparagus and weird shit? Anyways, yeah. First blowjob was with my first boyfriend after SHS, before I went to uni, like a month before I went to uni. Anyways, next question: first time sexting. That's like sex texting, right? First time sex texting was in JSS.
What do you whoa?
First time sex texting was JSS 3. Before I went to SHS, it was with like a random guy, the one that tried to kiss me in my house when we were watching Gossip Girl. Yeah, so he was just basically asking me, what are you wearing? And I thought it was like an innocent, what are you wearing? I thought he was legit asking me what I'm wearing. So I literally described what I was wearing, and this nigga was like, imagine if I was around and I took it off, will you be mad? I was like, huh? Where? What are you doing? Where are we going? Like, where is this whole thing going to? And then he went on to ask me like questions, like weird and explicit questions. I'm not going to say what he said because it's too explicit, and I know kids will be here. Even if I say get off this video, I know people will still watch it, and I don't want YouTube to ban my videos, so I'm not going to get into details. But yeah, he was like sending naughty text, and then he called me on the phone and he was like, do you want to have phone sex? Because I was a fast growing kid, I already knew what phone sex was. So I was like, okay, let's just do this. And we just kept talking nasty, like just saying nasty things, like what we want to do to each other, even though I honestly didn't mean it. I was anyways, first time sneaking out. My first time sneaking out was, yeah, I was in SHS 1, and there was this boy that I liked, the boy that I had my first kiss with, right? He actually wanted to see me because we had been talking for like a very long time, and he had not seen me. So he was like, oh, he needs to see me, like he wants to see me. So like we hung out properly from church, right? And he kept pressuring me, like he was like, oh, I want to see you, you should come and hang out with me. And I was like, if you're hanging out in your house, I can't come, because like, you know how boys are at that age, their hormones are like over here. So I told him if we're gonna hang out outside his house or like in a public place, I was gonna come. And he was like, oh, he's not even at home, he's in school practicing for Sprite ball. If you guys remember, we used to have those basketball competitions and things like when we were in SHS. Yeah, so he said he was training for Sprite ball, and I was like, cool, at least he's in school, so I can go see him in school. And his school was not far from my house, so I was like, I need to tell my mom something, because it's a Sunday and it's Christmas, she's not gonna allow me go out. So I told my mom I had church rehearsals, like choir rehearsals. I used to be in the choir, so I told her I had choir rehearsals so I could leave. And it didn't make sense to her because we had just come back from church, and it was Christmas Day. Who goes for like choir rehearsals on Christmas Day? So I told her that she can call my cousin. No, she called my cousin to find out if it was really true. And I didn't think she was going to ask me questions when I thought of the lie. So when she called my cousin was like, there's no choir rehearsals, like it's Christmas. And I kept trying to convince the woman that there was choir rehearsals and my cousin didn't come to church. And she's like, I saw her at church, so why are you lying? I'm like, I'm not lying. She just didn't come for the meeting after church service. So she was like, I should just go back and go and change because I'm not going anywhere. Besides, we're about to pound fufu. You know Ghanaians and their Sunday fufu. So I was really angry and I was thinking of another way to get out of the house because this boy kept messaging me. He was pressuring me to come out. So I helped my mom with the fufu, right? After eating the fufu, my mom was watching TV, like we're all watching TV, and then eventually my mom fell asleep. I was so happy. I literally just went back to my room, changed, and I just ran out of the house. I just left, and then I went to see him, and I came back around 10 in the evening. I left like 7 and I came back 10 in the evening, and when I came back my mom had locked the gates. And at that age my brother didn't have a phone, so I couldn't call my brother. I had to call my mom to come and open the gates for me. Oh my god, I didn't know how to call her, so I actually spent like an hour outside thinking of what to tell her, what to say, because obviously she would be mad that I sneaked out. So, and our wall is like way too long for me to jump. Like if I jump I'm definitely going to break my leg, and I wasn't about to have a broken bone over something that stupid. I mastered the courage and I called my mom and I told her I was behind the gate, and she picked up and she was like, I should sleep there. That's where I wanted to be, so wherever I went I should go back and go and sleep there. Man made me stand behind the gate for like 30 minutes before she came to open the gate for me. And when she opened the gate for me, you guys, the way the woman lashed me, I have never been lashed like that in my life before. Mom beats me. Hey, she beats me, Akasan. And she got angry to the extent she took my phone from me. So I didn't have a phone for like 1 month because I sneaked out to go and see a boy. But I really didn't care. It was actually worth it. So yeah, that was the first time I actually sneaked out of the house. Hey! Yeah, so basically that's the first time that I sneaked out. Anyway, so that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to give it a very big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below if you want a story time on the first time that I had sex. Share this video with your friends, your loved ones, even your enemies. Okay, like we need them here. And most importantly, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in my next video. Bye.